Hello everyone, this is Padma, your social science teacher from Prabhati Hillview Academy, Mysore. Welcome to your geography class once again. In the earlier class, we learned about climate, regional climatic variation in India, and about climatic controls. In today's class, let us learn about factors affecting India's climate. The factors that affect India's climate are latitude, altitude, pressure, and winds. Let us learn in detail about these concepts. Latitude, the Tropic of Cancer, that is 23.5 degrees north, divides the country into tropical zone south of this line and the subtropical zone north of this line, that is Tropic of Cancer. The line runs from the Run of Kutch to Mizoram. All the remaining area north of tropic lies in subtropics. So India's climate has characteristics of tropical as well as subtropical climates. Altitude. Mountains in the north of India have an average elevation of about 6,000 meters, whereas the coastal areas as well as islands maximum elevation or height is about 30 meters. The Indian subcontinent experiences milder winters as compared to Central Asia because of the Himalayas, which prevent the cold winds from entering the subcontinent. Pressure and winds. The following atmospheric conditions govern the climate and associated weather condition in India. Pressure and wind surface, upper air circulation, western cyclonic disturbance, and tropical cyclones are important. Let's learn about pressure and surface winds. India lies in the region of northeasterly surface winds. These winds originate during winter from the subtropical high pressure belt of the northern hemisphere. These winds blow south, get deflected to the right due to the Coriolis force, and move towards the equatorial low pressure region. These winds originate and blow over land and hence carry very little moisture. Therefore, they bring no rain or very little rain. The unique feature of Indian pressure and wind condition is its complete reversal. During winter, high pressure areas develop over the areas of north of Himalayas. This causes cold, dry winds blow from areas towards low pressure area over the oceans of the south. In summer, due to high temperature, low pressure area develops over interior Asia and over northwestern India. Air from high pressure areas blow towards this region, resulting in complete reversal of wind direction. As these winds from high pressure area of southern Indian Ocean crosses the equator and turns right towards low pressure areas of Indian subcontinent. These winds gather large moisture while moving over the warm ocean and bring widespread rainfall over the mainland of India. These winds are known as the southwest monsoon winds. Upper air circulation and western cyclonic disturbances. The upper air circulation of the region, that is Indian subcontinent, is dominated by a westerly flow which is governed by jet stream. Due to their location over 27.5 degree north latitude, these jet streams are known as subtropical westerly jet streams. They blow south of the Himalayas throughout the year except in summer. Western cyclonic disturbances and tropical cyclones. The western cyclonic disturbances are weather phenomena of the winter months brought in by westerly flow from the Mediterranean region. They usually influence the weather of north and northwestern regions of India. Tropical cyclones occur during the monsoon as well as in October, November, and are part of the easterly flow. These disturbances affect the coastal regions of the country. The westerly flow brings the western cyclonic disturbances in the north and northwestern India. In summer, the subtropical westerly jet stream moves north of the Himalayas due to the apparent shifting of the sun. As easterly jet stream is called subtropical easterly jet stream blows over peninsular India approximately over 14 degrees north during the summer months. So students, in this class you learnt about factors affecting India's climate, mainly latitude, altitude, pressure and winds. See you soon once again. Thank you.